Spain, they fell short on that one. Spain taking the victory. Game for this one, another overtime thriller. Thailand falling short to Argentina. Argentina come bring it back from a double-digit deficit. As final game of the day, we see Angola face Colombia. And this is going to be a really exciting one, isn't it?
On stage, having a great opportunity to be part of such a prestige tournament here at the Women's Repechage, and I'm sure they will grow from both their performances yesterday.
Yeah, so both teams unable to pick up a win so far throughout this tournament, but as you say, we've just been able to see the development throughout already.
Well, Angola yesterday finished on 23 points to the previous 5 points they scored, 25 points, sorry, on the previous 5 points they scored on the first day. Huge improvement in them. And yesterday they also had many opportunities, some just didn't drop as well. So great to see them, and exactly the same sort of story for Colombia. So it is difficult to say who is going to come out on top on this final game of the third day of action. But all three games so far today have had us on the edge of our seats. I'm sure we are in for a thrilling action.
This team's now making final adjustments before coming out ready for tip-off in this game.
Yeah, and great to see Colombia have brought some fans with them. You can see the Colombia fan waving in the crowd.
Yeah, great to see that travelling support from the Colombian contingent. As teams coming out now, just making final adjustments, ready for tip-off as the MC needs to switch that explicit music off. As we will see a jump ball, this ball's up, and Colombia will have the first ball of the game. Barreto. Barreto can't get the pass on that one. Ball does go out of bounds, so Angola, we'll see if they can kick off the game scoring. As Angola will look to push and get something off this one. Marcelo. Oh, Maria, apologies, Maria. Looking for a pass here. Choco Kid's winding down. She finds Ermagalda. Ermagalda lining up for that one. She gets that one off and swish from Ermagalda.
Great 2-point finish there for Ermagalda. She really showcased her talent yesterday as well. Good to see her getting off early in the mark in this first quarter.
There's Colombia now looking to answer. A little short that time from Duenas. As Angola can look to break. Valentina just couldn't get two hands on that one now, so Alvarez will look to push down the other end. Alvarez. She'll launch for that one. Swish from her. Bucket for bucket.
Fantastic finish there. Open space. Really took her time.
So Angelica for Angola. She has a lane. Looks to capitalize on that one. Lines up for the shot. Makes a great pass there to her teammate. A little heavy that time from Valentina. So Angola will look to push. Gomez. Lopez with the ball. Gonzalez, apologies. Gonzalez over to Gomez. Gomez takes that one up and she'll get that one to go.
Yeah, the Gonzalez-Gomez duo back in full force.
There's Angola now will look to add on to their scoring. There's Angelica has the ball. Angelica. Looking for a pass, trying to find someone get open. Ermagalda is the one who's open. She'll line up for that one. Tries to get the bank. Unfriendly rollout, so Alvarez will push. Alvarez Over to Gonzalez, ball's loose. And Angelica comes up with it. She's off to the races. Angelica, all by herself. Can't get that one to go, but is knocked out of bounds by Barreto. So Angola will retain possession now, and they'll have 18 seconds to get something up here. Valentina can't get that one. So Alvarez is the one to push. Alvarez finds Gomez inside. Gomez can't get out, but she is fouled on the way up, so she'll take a trip to the line.
Yeah, Gomez definitely the star player for the Colombian side. Definitely going to cause the Angola team some trouble. She now goes to the line for 2.
As Gomez swishes that first one. Gomez, unfriendly roll on the second. So now Angola will look to push. Angelica, long pass to Clementina. Finds Maria on the side. Maria has a lane, takes that one up. Offensive foul, apologies, that was Valentina. The offensive foul was on. So
yeah, the coach is just speaking to her on the sideline to make sure she does stop her chair, so she does not make contact with the Colombian player.
So Colombia can look to push the other way. Gonzalez. Out to Gomez. She has space. She takes her time on that one and swish. Perfect shot from her.
Yeah, Gomez really opening this game strong. Give her space and time, and she will knock that shot down.
And Angola now looking to find some more success on the offensive end. A backcourt violation is called that time. So Colombia will get the ball. We'll see some substitutions in as Rita checks into the game. So substitution being made now. Just under 4 minutes of basketball being played here in Guadalajara. As Colombia up by 5, Gonzalez has it. Round to Barreto. Apologies, Duenas can't get that one. Duenas, but Gomez cleans it up. She has the ball, they can reset. Duenas has some space. She'll fire that one and swish again. Everything is perfect for Colombia at the moment. So Rita for Angola, she'll look to control the ball. Rita, Gomez got a hand on it. So pass somehow gets through, and Maria will finish that one.
Great finish there by Maria.
So Alvarez will look for some success now for Colombia. They're up by 5. It's Gonzalez has it on the wing. Back to Alvarez. Finds Gomez in the corner. Gomez lines up, takes her time. Unfriendly bounce out. Rita gets 2 hands on that one. And give it to Angelica to push. Angelica looking to get her inside there. Looking for a pass, finds Rita, puts hands all on it. Gomez comes up with it in the end. Gomez looking for a long outlet, but settles on Duenas, who's in front of her. Duenas over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds Alvarez. Alvarez gets that one to fall.
Yeah, Colombia really working well in transition. Able to get the open person and knock down another 2 points for them. Extending their lead now by 7.
There's Rita now controlling things for Angola. Rita has some space here. Finds Angelica. Angelica, Magalda took that one up, but a 3-second violation is called. As the coach there just saying, just shoot the ball. We will see some substitutions. So Angelica is going to check out as Yondondo checks in. Alvarez.
Coach is just giving Angelica on the side of the key some feedback, how she can get some shots off, and I think she will re-enter the game very soon.
Here's Gomez and Alvarez playing hot potato. Gomez over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fires. Perfect again from Gonzalez.
Colombia at the minute really working well at distributing the ball around the key, disrupting the Angolan defense and getting a clean shot off. Rita drives to the key.
Great ball there. And Magalda over to Maria. Maria fires. Can't get the line on that one. Colombia will look to push. Alvarez. Alvarez. Foul called that time. That one will be on Maria. So Colombia can reset now. 15 seconds to get something off. Just under 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Is Buenas wastes no time on that one, but Clementina secures that one for Angola. Yondondo over to Rita.
Great pressure though by Colombia.
Yondondo gets the ball off the handoff, tries to get it through. Somehow does. Maria has it. Taking it back out. Shot clock winding down. Maria inside to Yondondo. She's having a look. She has it high. Ball stripped and a shot clock violation is called.
Yeah, Angola are doing absolutely everything to try and get free, but Colombia at the moment putting great pressure on them.
So Colombia now just 9-point lead here. They'll look to extend it to that double digit, especially going into this second quarter as Gonzalez finds Gomez. Gomez, long pass, reaches Alvarez. And Magaldo almost got on that one, but it's passed back to Duenas. She can't get that one to fall. Gets her on rebound, out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, unfriendly bounce out as Angola secure that one. Maria to Yondondo. Finds Rita. Rita has some room here. Can't get any further. Pass is picked off though by Alvarez. Alvarez off to the races. Can she get there? But she opts on slowing that one down. And back to Barreto at the top. Gonzalez has it. Gomez from deep. She has some space. Just takes her time there to set up and it's swish. Rightly so, she takes her time.
Gomez is shooting absolutely fantastic from the outside. Angola are going to have to start to jump and pressure her.
That's a 7th point in the game so far as Yondondo finds Maria inside. Unfriendly bounce. Yondondo gets the ball back. But game was stopped. There's a Colombia player there just helped up off the floor.
With a big smile on her face. She's okay. It will be an Angola ball from the baseline. 14 seconds for them to get something off.
Rita, Magalda can't get 2 hands on that one. So Colombia will have another chance now to extend their lead. They're up by 11. Barreto in to Gonzalez. Back to Barreto. And she takes no time setting that one off. But Gonzalez gets the rebound. Out to Alvarez. Alvarez, too heavy that time. And Magalda, long pass to Maria. Maria is pushing. She's there by herself. Can she get it off? Yes, she can. Maria just adding to that total.
Yeah, Maria's got some great speed in her chair. Able to get that fast break layup and convert.
Gonzalez will just slow things down for Colombia. Just under a minute left in this quarter. Gomez at the top. Out to Gonzalez. Back to Gomez. She fires and swish. What else would it be from Gomez?
Gomez has the hot hand here this afternoon. Great to see her really adding some valuable points to her side.
As Rita makes that pass to Yondondo. He's looking for the next one. Irmagalda tipping over there.
It will be a foul called on Gomez.
As we will see some substitutions here for Angola.
Looks like there's some confusion with the table. It will be Irmagalda exiting as Angelica does enter the floor. Turn into the game.
And I love the energy from the Angola bench.
Can't fault their energy. Really good teammanship.
As Rita has it now. Long pass attempt there. Can't get to drop. Too heavy on that one. As Gomez is pushing. Gomez.
Great curl in there by Gonzalez. Oh no, sorry, not Gonzalez. But
Gomez.
to get her open. And Gomez will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a great take there from her. As she'll look to extend this lead. Built by Colombia, as we will see some substitutions for Angola now. As Clementina will check out and Valentina will check back in. As Gomez can't get the first to drop. His second off the side of the rim, but I think the Angolan players did get a touch on that. So ball does go out of bounds. Colombia will have another possession. Colombia will have 14 now. Ball's up by Gonzalez. She swishes that one, and Colombia's shooting today. As the buzzer sounds, it's just been exceptional. We're only 1 quarter in.
Yeah, definitely been a thrilling first quarter. Angola doing absolutely everything they can to stay competing with Colombia, but it is Gomez for Colombia who is really making the difference in this game.
Yeah, she has 9 points apiece. As you're just going to listen in to Angola's discussions.
Nós combinamos que temos que defender como? Embaixo, sim. Quando chegamos lá embaixo, temos que abrir. Por quê? Porque as jogadoras baixas dela estão a lançar. Clementina, Valentina, ficaste a olhar a jogadora. Vai lá, vira a cadeira e faz oposição pelo menos, filha. Hã? Acorda, pô, tu é tão espertinha lá fora. Queremos ver essa reverência, pá. Acorda, meu. Como então? Calma, calma. Joguem na certa. As baixinhas agora estão a lançar também. Elas estão a fazer lançamento em campo. Vamos abrir. Ok? Se perdemos a bola, vamos defender o homem em todo o campo. Por isso é que tiramos a jogadora de 1 ponto para a equipa ficar mais rápida. Vamos lá, jogo.
As we heard Angola's discussions there. Vamos Angola, that is what was heard in that timeout. As some extra time here now running down. And we'll see teams coming out. And for Angola, what do you want to see them do more of this quarter?
For me, as they develop throughout this tournament, it will be how they can work together as a team to get a better offensive look, but also defensively, how can they start to guard Gomez, potentially putting 2 players on her, seeing whether someone else on the Colombian team can score some points.
Yeah, I mean, Gomez yesterday, she really was the glue in Colombia's match that they played yesterday as well. So with that in mind, Angola definitely going to have to be locking her down. And thanks to everybody watching at home. Let us know who you're supporting. Do you want Colombia to win? Do you want Angola to win? Let us know as ball is in. Angola have the first possession of the quarter. Angelica finds Valentina. Back to Angelica. Angelica, some good ball movement here as Rita has it in the key. She's going to have to get it up. A little too heavy that time, but better offense from Angola.
Yeah, really good team basketball there. Able to get a shot off. Just had a bit too much pressure on Rita being a slightly smaller player going into that key.
As we see a backcourt violation called there, so Angola will get another opportunity to get something up.
Yeah, they've definitely started this second quarter stronger after that team talk with the coach.
There's Angelica has it inside. She'll fire for that one. Can't quite get the line. So it will be a Colombia ball as ball goes out of bounds. Gomez. Over to Alvarez. Finds Barreto, who gives it back to Gomez. Gomez has some space. She's looking to pass it out here. Alvarez has it. She fires for that one. Bounces out though, but again, Colombia chasing after that board. Angelica did secure it. It's picked off there by Gomez. Gomez into Barreto. Barreto takes that one up and she gets that one to go. Great finish there from Barreto through the contact.
Yeah, really good to see Barreto driving into the key. Not fazed by the Angolan defense. She will now go to the line for one. You can just see a replay there.
Can't get that one, but Alvarez gets the rebound. Can't get the putback though, as Angelica puts an end to that possession. Pass the ball ahead, Yondondo. She's looking for the pass. Gets it over to her teammate, but an 8-second violation is called first. So now Angola, apologies, now Colombia will get the ball back. They'll have a new 14 as they'll look to get another score. Gonzalez back to Alvarez. Finds Gonzalez at the top. Over to Gomez. She has time. She has space. Off the front of the rim that time. Gets her own rebound. Looking for the pass. She has another go. Again, a little too short.
But better defense from Angola. Putting some pressure on Gomez this time. Forcing her slightly out of her range.
So Angola now looking to add on to their total. There's Rita. Has that ball. Nice pass inside there to Yondondo. Can't quite get that one to fall. Was cleaned up by Gonzalez. Long pass over to Barreto. Barreto to Gomez. Gomez looking for some space. Manages to break free. Has a lane. Great pass inside to Alvarez. Alvarez can't get that one. Ball is loose. Barreto comes up with it. Sorry, Duenas comes up with it. Off to Gomez. Gomez sinks that one. And again, Gladys Gomez, 11 points for her in the game, only in the second quarter. Rita. Into Yondondo. Yondondo has a go on that one. A little too short that time.
But fantastic two-man game between those two players to be able to get that shot off. Unlucky with not being able to get it to fall, but Gomez will now drive.
Great pass inside to Alvarez. Can't quite get that one. As Angelica is going to push now. And a foul is called that time. That one will be on Karen Barreto. So Angola will get the ball back. They'll have 15 to play. As we will see some substitutions though. As we see Yuli Crescino checking in the game for Colombia. There's Karen Barreto taking a break. Ball's in. Angola have it. Being pressured here. Angelica with the ball. Passes into Yondondo. She has a look. She'll take that one up and she gets that one to drop.
What a fantastic finish there. Able to shoot through that contact. No foul, however, she did get the 2 points.
Gonzalez at the top for Colombia, looking to answer back. Pass inside there to Gomez. Gomez wastes no time. Doesn't have the line. Alvarez after the board. Ball's loose. And Angola come up with it. Angelica long pass over. There's Rita now controlling the ball. An offensive foul is called.
Yeah, unfortunate there by the Angolan player, getting an offensive foul.
And that is Valentina's second foul of the game, so something for Angola to watch out for. So just over 5 minutes left of play here. As Gomez has it, launches it across to Alvarez. Makes a pass inside. There's Crescino, can't get that one. But Angola can play in transition. Yondondo. Yondondo looking for a pass. Finds Maria. Passes it to Rita. Back to Maria. Has some space there. Can she get it off? Bounces it to a teammate. Can't get to ball that time, can Valentina. But Gomez comes up with it. Gomez. So, sorry, you've just been distracted.
By more paparazzi. We can't help people wanting to take pictures of us doing the commentary.
Yes, Angola will have the ball now. Yondondo bringing it up. As Valentina passes inside there to Rita. She can't get on to drop, but it's a good look. Yondondo comes up with it. Yondondo has another shot chance here. As a 3-second violation is called, so Colombia will take the ball. And thank you for following along on the IWBF YouTube channel. Make sure you stay tuned. Let us know who you're supporting. Are you supporting Colombia? Are you supporting Angola? Who are you vamosing for? If that is even a thing. But an offensive foul is called this time on Colombia. We can. Let's coin the term. So Angola now look to push. Has 2 fouls on Gomez, so something for Colombia to watch out for is they try to get to Angelica. It's picked off by Alvarez. Ball is rolling, and it will go out of bounds. But Angola keep possession, 12 seconds to get something off. So, Yondondo. Ball's stripped, but a foul is called. That one on Gonzalez. So first foul in the game, but it does mean that Angola will have a fresh 14. Rita. Shot clock winding down. Rita looking for a pass. Needs some space here. That's out to Angelica. Angelica lines that one up. Little heavy-handed that time. As ball does go out of bounds, but will be Angola possession, so they'll get another opportunity to score here. As Table's just calling the referees over to confirm something by the looks of it.
I think it's confirm how much time will be on the shot clock.
So players now just getting a little break in play here. And now would be the perfect time for us to get popped because there's nothing happening on the court.
That would be. It seems like it has happened the last few days. People with a camera like to take a photo of us midway through and then block off our already obstructed view to the court even more. However, we will now get back into play.
As Maria has it for Angola. She'll take that one up, little too heavy. So Gomez pushes the ball for Colombia. As that one's no good. Down the other end, Rita gives to Angelica to push. Angelica holding it up high. Passes it in front of Yondondo. She's cut off by Gomez, but somehow gets it to Maria. Maria into Rita. Rita spinning her way. No look behind the back pass there to Yondondo. Can't get the finish though. And now Duenas will look to push over to Alvarez. Ball's loose. Gonzalez gets there though. She's looking to push. Can she get there? Yes, she can. And a big and one there from Gonzalez.
Great to see Gonzalez there, driving with the ball, creating the contact. As we just see on the replay now on the live stream. Great finish there. Definitely a player for this Colombian side who has grown in confidence over the last 3 days. So we will now see some substitutions for Colombia.
As Karen Barreto checks back into the game alongside Angela Batista. And that will be the third foul on Angelica for Angola. So with it being the second quarter, do you think that's something they need to watch out for?
Yes, definitely. With a player like Angelica as well, as someone who this Angola side do need on the floor. However, potentially taking her off with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half might be advisable. And saving her for the second half.
As referee has stopped.
I think Gomez's finger is taped up, maybe from a previous injury. And it does look like she has just hit it. So she will just exit the game just to make sure that she is okay. Especially in this first half of action.
Yeah, she would be a big blow, somebody to lose in this game.
Absolutely, but if she's going to take any time, now is the time to do it. Take this rest of this quarter and half time to recover.
As Alvarez checks in for her. And Angelica, nice pass inside to Yondondo. Yondondo takes that one up. A little too heavy. And Angola have had some good looks.
Yeah, they've had some fantastic offense opportunities. Just haven't been able to convert. And Colombia have had the similar opportunities, however, their shooting percentage has been higher.
Yes, Angela Batista getting it done off the races down the other end, finishing on the fast break. Past the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Before we take a break for halftime, Rita has it inside, straight there to Valentina. She'll take that one up and she is fouled. Thought that one was going to drop there. But Rita will take, Valentina will take a trip to the line now. Chance to get on the board.
Lucky with the first.
Can't get the second to go. Alvarez cleans it up. Unlucky there. She couldn't get two hands on it. His ball just rolls out of bounds. So Yondondo in there to Rita. Has some space. Nice pass inside. Fine there to Valentina. Valentina to Yondondo. Yondondo will get that one to fall. Great basket there from Yondondo, and she's racing after it again there, almost gets a hand on it. But Colombia will push. Alvarez has it. Alvarez trying to create some space, takes that one up and banks it one in. Nice and easy for her.
Yeah, great finish there. As they add to their total, extending their lead by 19.
Yondondo, long pass to Maria. She has some space. Back into Yondondo, who catches it and takes that one up. Doesn't roll in, but foul was on the floor anyway. And Yondondo, since she's been on, she's done such a good job at using the space. We've seen a few great cuts from her, but Colombia are on team fouls. So
there was originally going to be the baseline because the foul was called before the shot attempt. However, Colombia are in team fouls, so any foul that they now do commit will send Angola to the line for 2.
Yandondo can't get the line on the first one. There's second one's off the rim. Alvarez picking it up. Alvarez, Yandondo with the interception there. Looking for a quick one. Gets it up, and she is fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2 now.
Really unlucky there for her not to get that roll in. Basket looked good from the angle that we were at. She will go to the line for 2 more.
And Aurora Yandondo, since she's been on, just really brought the energy for Angola.
Yeah, definitely a player that is here to compete.
There's first one bounces out the back of the rim. Second, can't fall. Alvarez being pressured here. Makes a long pass over.
Yeah, great full court press here by Angola. That will be an 8-second violation. Absolutely fantastic defense on display from the Angolan side as they look to try and finish this quarter off strong.
As Angelica will have it. Angelica looking for a pass. Gets it to Yandondo. She has a hot hand, but she can't get it that time. Alvarez. Out to Gonzalez. Finds Batista up ahead. And Batista can't get that one to drop. Rita over to Yandondo. Long pass. Almost does connect with Angelica. Batista did have a hand on it. Angola can look to push. Maria going all the way. Nice pass over to Rita. Can she get it up? The foul is called, though, on the floor earlier, but Rita will go to the line.
And the last kind of 2 minutes of play here in the second quarter has seen a real shift in Angola's momentum. They've been able to be really strong defensively and able to drive successfully to the basket. Shots haven't dropped for them. It has meant they are now going to the line for 2.
Yeah, it feels like they just upped the ante a bit, doesn't it? There's first one can't fall. Second, outside the rim. Yondondo's there for the rebound. Can't get the putback though. His ball's past the head. Maria does get a hand on it, but Barreto takes control. Barreto over to Gonzalez, back to Batista. Batista tried to get inside there, but Maria picks that one up. Maria looking to push for Angola. Gets it over to Angelica, down to Yandondo. Looking for a pass here, spins around, finds Maria. Maria takes that one up, and great possession there from Angola.
That's a fantastic play there by Angola. Able to get the turnover, work together as a team, and managed to get an open layup.
Angola tried for a long one there. Ball bounces out of bounds. Quisino can't get to it. Just 13 seconds remaining in this second quarter. But Angola, it feels like they've just upped their energy completely.
Yeah, the last 3 minutes of this second quarter, really great to see Angola putting pressure defensively and offensively on this Colombian side.
Angelica tries one at the end. Angelica at the buzzer. Big one there for her. That's from far out. So apologies, it wasn't at the buzzer. It felt like it was at the buzzer.
What a fantastic shot by Angelica for Angola. Really shaping this momentum as they go into halftime. And it's just great to see a team like Angola finishing a quarter strong.
And if you're Angola, you couldn't really ask for a better ending to that quarter than that, could you?
No, the last 3-4 minutes of that quarter, everything went in their favour. Yes, some of their shot opportunities didn't drop, but they were getting the opportunities they hadn't previously been getting in the first quarter. Just fantastic moment for that team. And yes, Colombia still have a 15-point lead, but the momentum won't shift. You can feel it, the Angolan bench is electric.
It really is. Really one of the big energy bench spot for Colombia. So they've built up this lead. Angola did have a bit of energy there, especially towards the end. So coming into the second half, what do they need to do to maintain that lead?
I think obviously a big loss having Gomez have to exit the game due to causing a bit of a hand injury. I have had a shift in momentum because of that. If she is going to stay out of the game, then the 5 that are on the floor are going to have to try and find the energy within themselves. For me, it would be a case of working on their offense. However, the Angolan press is causing them some issues, as Angola will look to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
As I say, Gomez being out definitely puts Colombia in some trouble here, as she's been a big contributor of theirs today in this contest, as she has been all weekend for Colombia. She has been the driving force for them. So we are going to take a quick break here, but before we do, let's just see who's leading the way. And we already spoke about Colombia. It is Gomez leading the way for them. She's on 11 points, as well as 7 rebounds. So big piece missing there when she's not on the court. Also chipping in with a 6-piece each, Alvarez and Gonzalez. Then for Angola is Maria leading the way with her 6 points. And Yondondo, 4 points for her. And just an incredible hustle that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But for us now, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in around 10 minutes. But for now, go get a drink, go get a snack. And yeah, make sure you tune in for the second half.
had some momentum shifting their way. Points not necessarily dropping for them in the first quarter, which is how Colombia have had the ability to extend their lead. So for me now, it will be a case of Angola using that momentum that they fought so hard for in that second quarter to accelerate into the third quarter. Their full court press against Colombia definitely did cause some issues. And as for Colombia, it'll be a case of continuing what they were doing in that first quarter, playing good team basketball as the teams now do enter the floor.
Yeah, it is. First fives out there. Thank you for tuning in on the IWBF YouTube channel. Make sure you let us know who you supporting. Are you Valmasin for Colombia? Are you Valmasin for Angola? Probably not a real word, but we've coined it. It will be a Colombian possession to start off this second half, as Gonzalez is the one with the ball in her hands. Round two. Her teammate can't get that one off that time, but Duenas, not a bad look for her. As player down, referees are stopping the game, letting her get back up. As ball is back in, so Angola will have their first possession of the quarter. Rita has it. Rita looking for the pass, finds Angelica. Angelica has a shot off there. She gets that one off. Can't have the line, but that's a good look for her.
Fantastic look there for Angelica. Really enjoys the shot from the top of the key. Just looking not to get that to drop.
Gonzalez onto the wing now. She's fine, looking for some space. Finds Barreto inside. Barreto gets that one up, and that's a good offense for Colombia.
Yeah, Barreto really adding to the Colombian side today offensively.
So Angola now can look to settle things down a little bit. They are in deficit, but we saw them pick up that momentum at the end of that second quarter. As Rita has it now, looking for the pass, but she is fouled.
She will draw that contact. She has now got a foul. It will be a baseline ball. We can just see a replay of that foul. Rita doing really well to be able to pass through that contact.
As balls into Yondondo. Yondondo back to Rita. Rita round to Angelica. Into Yondondo, but a 3-second violation is called on that one.
Yeah, and lucky there by Angelica. Had the right idea of giving a pass just slightly too long there in the key.
There's referee just talking to Angola's coach.
I think one of the players will have to go to the coach just while the referee shows what the issue may be. There was an issue with her strap being attached around her chair. They're just ensuring that her feet are secured.
Everything's sorted now, so Colombia will look to have a possession. Gonzalez over to Alvarez. Alvarez lines up, so he's no time, a little too heavy on that one. But Angola can look to play in transition. Yondondo fakes the shot, looking for a pass though. Passes into Valentina, who finds Rita there. Rita gets the shot off, but a foul's called, so she'll go to the line now. 2 shots for her. And again, Angola just you can tell they've just played so much more aggressive this quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Really attacking the offense. Able to draw the contact, and she will now go to the line 4-2. Rita, a player that has stood up for the Angola side over the last 2.5 games as we enter this third game with her speed and her aggression on defense. And Lucky with the first. The second is good for Rita. Able to adjust from the first miss and add a further point to her team's total.
There's Colombia now coming back down the other end. Gonzalez has the ball. Finds Barreto. Barreto at the top now, looking for some room. Passes into Alvarez. Alvarez is going to take her time on that one, and she gets that one to go. There's Alvarez just continuing to add to that total for Colombia. And now Rita will take it up for Angola. Rita hands it off to Maria. Maria back out to Valentina. She has a go on that one and couldn't get the bounce, but again, a good look for Angola. They are creating the looks, and that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, they're definitely creating looks. Just not being able to get the shots to drop as they would wish. Angelica did just fall out of her chair, so we just wait for her to get strapped back in.
And Colombia have a chance now. Just add on to their cushion. There's Gonzalez over to Alvarez. Get it over safely. Alvarez does have some space here. She's going to come in a little bit closer. Passes to a cutting Barreto. Barreto gets that one off, and she's fouled on the way. Great cut there.
Yeah, able to cut. We've seen that throughout the whole of the game from her. Able to shoot through that contact, and she will now go to the line 4-2.
So Barreto now 4 points in the game for her so far. She'll look to add on to that one. Sinks the first. Can't get the second. Ball snatched out of the air by Angelica. Angola look to get some in transition. Yondondo pushing for that one. Slowing things down here, faking the pass, finds Rita. Rita has some space. Over to Angelica. Angelica gets that one up, but can't quite get the line.
Are getting the opportunities though. Definitely creating and have developed really well throughout this tournament. Just unable to get that drop.
So just under 5 minutes being played here in the third quarter. Will Colombia have a chance to get some in here? Duenas has the ball. She'll take that one off the back iron. Too heavy. Alvarez gets the rebound. She wastes no time in taking that one back up. Can't get the friendly roll. Ball is loose, but Angelica comes up with it. Angelica pushing, but Alvarez almost gets a hand on it. Maria securing it over to Yondondo. Yondondo into Rita as an offensive foul is called that time.
Yeah, really unfortunate there to get that offensive foul. He's just trying to be a little bit too aggressive there. And we will see some substitutions for Angola.
As we'll see Maria check back into the game. As Valentina takes a seat. As she is on 3 fouls. So, Colombia looking to push now. Barreto has it. Barreto back to top. Gonzalez over to Duenas. Duenas lines up, takes that one, can't get to full. And Colombia have done a good job at getting shots up without Gomez being on the floor.
Yeah, great adjustment for them since the half-time. They have adjusted to losing their key player, Gomez, showing that Colombia do have depth to their squad.
As the second violation was called on that one, so it will be Colombia's ball, but timeout has been called by Angola. And let's listen in to what their talk looks like.
Duas, três, quatro. Bola entra para onde? Quem repõe a bola? Está aqui. Bola entra. Duas, três. Quando chegar aqui, começa o nosso jogo. Recebeste a bola aqui, começaste a driblar. Puseste a bola no chão, perdemos a bola, 7 segundos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 é do outro lado. Não há troca defensiva, ela vai vir aqui só para te enganar, não sai. Mantém aqui, percebes? Mantém aqui, não sai. Se essa descer, quem recebe é a Martelo. Se subir, quem recebe é a Maribel. Certo? Vamos lá, jogo.
Just listening there to Colombia head coach Castro Moniz. And just in that time out there, the Colombian support just waving the flags about.
Yeah, great to see them contributing to the atmosphere in the arena this afternoon. Will be a Colombia ball now from the sideline.
There's Gonzalez. Apologies. Alvarez has it over to Breto. Breto finds Gonzalez on the opposite side. Shot clock is running down. She has space though. She'll line up for that one and she'll fire. Can't get the bounce in though. So Yandondo looks to push over to Angelica. As Yandondo has the ball, looking for a pass now. Over to Angelica. And a foul is called on that one. So Angola will take a trip to the line. Good job there again from Yandondo, just drawing the foul. Great cut in, great pass. Just can't get it to drop. But she'll have a chance now to add on to. Yes, Yandondo can't get the first to fall. Fernando, second one, off the side of the rim.
But there will be a line violation by Colombia, so she will have the opportunity to have a third attempt.
A little too heavy that time, but is rebounded by Angelica. She'll take that one back up. Can't get it to drop. So Alvarez leading the charge for Colombia. Alvarez slowing it down out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has a bit of space. Decides to settle down on that one. And again, unfriendly bounce, but is rebounded by Barreto. By Duenas, apologies. Then it goes back into Batista. She can't get that one. Alvarez again with the rebound out to Batista. Batista finds Gonzalez. But a 3-second violation is called that time. But, I mean, Lisa F. Alvarez, every single time the ball comes off the rim, she's just there ready to get the rebound.
Absolutely. Great effort by her to gain those boards.
There's Angola. Another chance just to add on to their tally. Maria passes into Rita. Rita has some space. Settles on that one, but a 3-second violation is called that time. So Colombia will regain possession as they've built themselves a comfortable cushion here. Alvarez has some space, wastes no time in line up for that one. A little too strong on it, but Angelica, long pass over to Maria as Yondondo off to the races. She'll get that one off, can't get it to drop, but it's a good look.
Yeah, great lot there by Angola to be able to get to the basket. Just unlucky not to able to get that finish.
Alvarez has a lane, but she will slow things down. She has a bit of space. Finds Breto, has it on the opposite side. Breto, she'll sell on that one. Too heavy. Angelica has the ball. Yondondo. Arita off to races. Arita can't get the height on it.
But fantastic play again by Angola. Really starting to create some good offensive plays. Just unable to get that shot to drop.
As Duanas wastes no time. Little too heavy. But it's picked up by Maria. Maria over to Maria. Maria finding Angelica. Angelica long pass finds Rita down on the other end as a foul is called. That one will be on Duenas. We will see a timeout now. It will be a Colombian timeout.
Yeah, and understandably so that the head coach of Colombia has called this timeout because although Angola haven't been able to convert those shots, they have been better at creating some offensive opportunities for themselves. Coming up with the rebounds and then straight into a fast break opportunity.
We're going to have a listen in to Colombia's discussions.
Recibo, roto, recibo, roto, recibo, roto. No hay que afanarnos. Hey, podemos mirar el reloj. Sobre 8, sobre 10, nos vamos ajustando para tomar el tiro. ¿Sí? Vamos, vamos. Ahí lo tenemos ya casi, Lady. Entra uno y empiezan a meter todas. ¿Listo? Hey, su prioridad, ya sabe cuál es la prioridad, la grande. El resto que consuma el reloj de ellos. Les voy a dictar el tiempo de ellos para que estemos pendientes. ¿Listo? Vamos.
And that was Colombia head coach Oscar Amaya in that timeout. Can't translate what he was saying, but I'm sure just that timeout there, just to regroup his team, as we see a lot from transition from Angola in that little spell.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would just be a case of them trying to prevent Angola getting those transitional looks. Like I said, they haven't been able to convert them, but they have had plenty of opportunities.
So, Angola will have possession to start off this last 3 minutes of the quarter as Angelica has it. Angelica lines up. Shot clock violation is called. So Colombia will have a chance to set something up now down the other end. And for Colombia, they've done a good job this game. Since they've got that lead in the early stages, they've managed to keep on top of it.
Yeah, they've definitely managed to keep on top of it, which has been great. However, Angola have caused them a few more issues in this second half.
As swishes in perfectly from Barreto that time. So Rita now pushing things for Angola. Less than 3 minutes left in this third quarter of action. Angelica finds Maria inside. Maria sends that one in. She gets the bank on that one that time.
Yeah, she definitely does. Well, the whole Angola team definitely deserved that finish. They've been working relentlessly in this third quarter to create that opportunity. And they now are rewarded with that basket.
As Gonzalez has it inside, and she draws the foul on that one. So she'll take a trip to the line. 6 points in the game for her, alongside 5 rebounds. But we will see some substitutions here for Angola. As we'll see Maria check out. As Valentina checks back into the game. As Gonzalez able to hit that first one. She can't get the second, but Batista is there to get the rebound. She'll take that one back up, and she draws the foul that time. Great hustle from Angela Batista just to wrestle her way to that ball. So unfriendly rollout on the first one. There's just under 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Colombia lead. Can't get the bounce on that one. Ball rolling that bounce. She is chasing after it though. Manages to keep it in, but just a wheel went over the line there. So Angola now can look to push. Maria has it. Maria slowing things down now for Angola. Looking for some room. Finds the pass to Rita down low. Rita has it. Clock is winding down. Great pass inside to Maria. Can't get the bounce. They're chasing after it. Rita re-gets it so they can reset their offense. And Rita, great shot from her. Just banks it in.
What a fantastic finish there by Rita. Player that has worked tirelessly throughout this game, both offensively and defensively, and rewarding herself there with that basket.
As Gonzalez swings it to Alvarez now. She has space in the corner. She's going to take a time setting up on that one. A little too heavy, but Angelica will push the break now for Angola. But it's picked off by Barreto. Ball does bounce out of bounds, but good hands from her to get a touch on that one. Yondondo in to Rita. Rita can just play the clock a bit here. Less than a minute to go in this quarter. She'll settle up for another shot. Decides on the pass. Long pass over to Maria. She gets that one up, and great shot there from Valentina. Swish.
And those shots that they were struggling to get at the start of this third quarter have finally dropped in their favour. 6 points now in quick succession.
As Colombia can look to play the clock a bit. 10-second difference between shot and game clock. As Barreto has it. She does have space. She'll fire off the back iron. Angelica, outlet pass to Maria. She races down the middle of the floor. Passes ahead to Yondondo. Out to Valentina.
Great play there by Angola. Really unfortunate not to get that finish, as they will look to get a stop here now.
As Batista went through completely unmatched there. She had a touch in the lane in the last minute there, but that will be it for the third quarter of action. So Colombia are still up, but from Angola, they've just continued to get better every quarter.
Absolutely, the way they finished that third quarter, similar to how they finished the second quarter as well, with great momentum. Finally getting those shots to drop that they were working so hard to create. Colombia are just keep edging out their lead though.
So we're not going to have a listen in this time, as teams now just 2 minutes to talk things over. Colombia do have their comfortable cushion, but they can still take a lot of things from this game.
Yeah, I think the way that Angola have been able to create offensively today, even comparing it to the first day here of action, has been fantastic to see their growth throughout this tournament. They're having a fantastic time as well here. And it's just good to see that they are developing as this tournament progresses. Great to see Colombia as well being able to adjust without Gomez on the floor, showing that they have got depth within their squad.
Yeah, Gomez, big contributor of theirs. Shame she had to go out injured in the earlier quarters. But Alvarez has really stepped up into that role, hasn't she?
Yeah, definitely. It's good. Sometimes it allows those other players to have those opportunities to step up and say, coach, here I am, look what I can do as well. When you do have a player of Gomez's standard on your squad, it can be quite difficult to showcase your talents as well. But it has given her the opportunity to do that this afternoon.
Yeah, so Lady Gomez subbing out in that second quarter due to injury. It looks like a finger injury, for 11 points in the game in the time that she was in. 11 points in just 16 minutes. So ball will be in Angola's possession to start off this quarter. As Maria will look to control things. Well, Rita will look to control things. Rita round to Yondondo. Ball is loose. Yondondo keeps possession though. Pass inside to Angelica. Angelica looks to get that one off. Can't get the bank. Yondondo's there for the rebound. She gets that one in.
Huge finish there by Yondondo in the key.
And Yondondo, just a great hustle player. She's been the real energy for this Angolan side in this game. As they find Alvarez inside, she draws the foul. And Lisseth Alvarez will take another trip to the line. She's on 8 points in the game. And Lisseth Alvarez, 12 rebounds, and it feels like every time the ball comes off the rim, she's there, and the stats speak for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. A player that has been able to gain a lot of boards here today. And lucky with the first.
As you can just hear the cheers of the Colombian supporters, the Colombian contingent in there.
Just so you know as well at home that there are only 2 Colombian fans in the crowd, and they are making as much noise as if there was a whole stadium full of them.
As you see them waving the flag following that second made free throw. Rita setting things up here for Angola. Finding Angelica, who has the lane. She gets that one up, and Angelica gets the score.
Oh, great finish there by Angelica. A player that has really contributed to her team with leadership.
As Jonas makes the pass. Oh, great ball movement there from Colombia. Oh, Gonzalez to Batista there. Couldn't get 2 hands. So Angola have a chance now. Only trail by 13. They've cut down that lead. It was above 20 points at one point. So Angola digging their way out of this one. Is a big and one there from Valentina through the contact. She'll have a chance to add an extra one.
And the shift in momentum for the Angola side in this fourth quarter is huge. Great confidence they are getting now. Shots that they still were creating in the first half are now finally dropping in their favour. She will go to the line now for 1. So we just see the replay of that fantastic finish.
And just like that, Angola's lead is cut down to just 11 points. Apologies, Angola's deficit. As Barreto looks to spark some light for Colombia. Great pass inside from Gonzalez to Batista. Can't get that one. Gets her on rebound. Kicks out to Barreto. Barreto can't get the bounce in on that. Angelica securing the ball. And Maria will look to push, but
the shot clock was then not reset.
Yeah,
with a rebound, so the referees are just going to confer with the table.
And yeah, that noise, we're not sat inside of a train station or on a train track or anything. That is the sound that the buzzer makes when it goes off.
I've got used to it now on the third day. The first day, I would jump every single time it went off. I have gone and don't even really notice it going off anymore.
Part of being here, isn't it? At the Palacio Multiusos.
Correct decision being made by the referee. So it is an Angola ball. There was just a shot clock ever from the table.
So Angola now 18 seconds they'll have to get an offense up. Once down by more than 20, cut that Colombian lead to 11. Let's see if they can get some success. Yondondo gives it to Angelica. Angelica lines up for that one. Can't find the line. Alvarez cleans it up, passing ahead to Gonzalez. She's off to the races. Can Gonzalez get there? Angelica's trailing and Gonzalez scoops it up. Nice little finger roll in. And she gets that one to go.
Great finish there by Gonzalez. But also great job by Angelica not to foul her. Just creating some pressure.
As again, the Colombian crowd just goes wild after every single bucket, waving those Colombian flags.
I wonder if they are related to Gonzalez. She's just put her hand up to the crowd.
And Rita now will control it for Angola. Passes in to Yondondo. Yondondo curling round there. Takes that one up. Unfriendly bounce out though. But Angola, they're getting the looks. They just can't get the ball to drop. Great passing here from Colombia. Extra pass there. Batista has it back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now looking for that extra pass. The pressure is on. Gives it to Barreto. She has space. She'll line up. She'll fire that one. Little too heavy. And ball does bounce out of bounds. As it looked like Alvarez was ready to get that one, but ball did not hit the rim, so shot clock would not have reset. So just under 3 minutes have been played here in this final quarter of action. Rita has the ball in her hands. Rita. Maria fires that one. Valentina apologies, couldn't get it to drop though, and Alvarez will push. Round to Batista.
Great defense there by Angola to get that steal. Angelica leading the way to Rita.
There's Valentina slowing things down, hands it off to Rita now. She has some space, she has the lane, foul is called. That one will be on the floor though.
But great job there by Rita to drive on the Colombian player, and it will be a baseline ball for her.
And they'll have a fresh 14 to get something off, but a timeout is called this time by
Colombia.
Oh yeah, this time by Colombia, yeah. So Colombia, for them, understandable as they once led by 20 plus points. Angola cutting into that lead, now it's just 13. So we're going to listen in into their huddle, listen to head coach Oscar Amaya.
No, tome aire, mire qué hay que hacer. Liz, pilas con la marca ya. Tienes 3 fouls. 3, ojo, lleva 3. ¿Listo? Ey, ajuste. La primera que esté en la línea, coge la grande. ¿Listo? Y empezamos a escalonar la defensa. Que se demoren en avanzar. ¿Listo? Vamos por 6 minutos, ahí está bien, vamos. ¡Colombia!
So teams coming back out now from that timeout. And thank you for tuning in at home to the IWBF YouTube channel. Make sure you stay following along. Let us know who you're supporting. Is it Vamos for Colombia or is it Vamos Angola? Let us know who you're Vamosing for. So Angola will have possession now. 14 seconds to get something up. As Angelica cutting in there. She has the ball high. She's lining up for that one. And she gets that one to go, cutting down that lead to just 11.
Great play there by Angola. So Angelica takes that extra half a second with composure and gets the shot to drop.
As Colombia now will have to look for a score. I mean, Angola seem to have some sort of momentum as Barreto has it on the wing. Long pass looking for Alvarez. Can't connect, so ball does bounce out of bounds. As Angola now will have a chance to cut the lead down to single digits. So, passing from Maria into Angelica. Shield can't get that one. Unlucky bounce.
Great shot there, though. She made the previous one. Keep getting Angelica to that position.
There's Alvarez into Duenas, who finds Gonzalez on the opposite wing. Gonzalez has some room, looking for some space. She'll settle down on that one. She'll launch it. Can't get that one to fall, though. Unlucky bounce out. And Angelica passes to Maria. She'll lead the break. Over to Rita. Looking for the extra pass.
Colombia are now one man out. Angelica to keep her away from the key. She is able to break.
As Rita gets that one off, and Rita, it's good from her. And that lead for Colombia is cut down to just a single digit.
Great score there by Rita. A player that you may not expect to be as strong as she has been, but her speed and her ability to shoot from the wing, especially today, has been fantastic to watch.
As Alvarez kicks it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez has some space now. She's going to line up. She's going to shoot that one. Perfect spin, but can't get it to fall. Not enough power. Rita now has the ball. She's going to look to push. Just under 5 minutes left in this game. Angola trail by 9. As an 8-second violation is called that time. And Colombia, that's just what they need right now.
That's really unfortunate from Angola to get that. But like you say, it's exactly what Colombia want, as they look to shift their momentum back to their side.
As Breto has some space, finds Alvarez inside. Alvarez, that's a good look for her, gets her own rebound, takes it back up, and she gets that one. Listen, Alvarez, she's been a beast. She isn't one of the tallest players in the world, but she's there every time for the rebound. 17 rebounds for her.
Yeah, that is huge. Very consistent, very calm and collected player as well.
As Rita looks to push. Angola trailing by 11 now, as Yandondo passing round to Rita. She makes her way into the key and she sinks that one. And again, Angola just cutting into that lead, is back down to a single digit. 9 points they trail by. Colombia gonna look for a score here, as they'll want that 20-point cushion back. Breto straight into Alvarez. She gets that one up, but is fouled on the shot. Alvarez going to the line with a chance to extend.
Yeah, I just love as well how calm Rita looks after she makes those big baskets. No real change in emotion, just here for business, wanting to keep cutting down their deficit. It will be Colombians' free throws. You can just see a replay of that foul. Angelica making contact from the back.
She can't get the first one to drop. As second bounces out, Angelica secures it, and Angola look to play in transition. Yandondo, she's off to the races. She's free. Extra pass there into Rita. Rita has a look, and Rita gets the roll on that one. And Angola now trail by only 7. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. As Gonzalez, she'll bring it down now. And look for a look. She finds Alvarez inside. Alvarez, nice and easy inside there for her.
As we do see a slight momentum shift now to the Colombia way, and we will see head coach for Angola call a timeout, as that shift in momentum has just gone away from them. Final 3 minutes and 34 seconds of this game remaining. We will now just hear from the head coach of Angola.
Repara. Agora, sabe o que está acontecendo? Ela está a entrar aqui no meio das duas. Por quê? As duas desse lado fecham, mas a Angélica e a Martelo abrem. As duas têm que ficar próximas uma da outra. Quem estava daquele lado? Pois, são as duas distraídas. Se tu abres, ela vem, porque a Angélica está cansada. Não. Tu ficas colada aqui, uma à frente, outra atrás. Não abre. Se ela subir, essa sobe, você também acompanha. Eita, mas aqui é só. E essa jogadora já marcou 2 bolas aqui ao mesmo tempo. Por quê? Porque vocês abriram. Vamos? Aguenta lá esse cansaço. Vamos, Angélica. Vamos lá, ainda dá. Vamos. Jogo, ainda dá, vamos.
Interesting to see the Angola coach there, getting his players to line up one behind the other. I wonder if he has got a little play up his sleeve.
As Angola won't be advancing the ball this time. They're going to pass it in. They're going to opt for the 24 seconds. As Maria has the ball. Gives it to Rita. Rita will control things. Has a bit of space. Tries to find Valentina on the other side, but it's picked off by Alvarez. And ball is knocked out of bounds. Yondondo tries to get a hand on it there, but Colombia now will have a chance to extend their lead back to double digits. They're up by 11. No, they're not. They're up by 9. Up by 9. Gonzalez kicks it to Barreto. Finds Gonzalez at the top. Back to Barreto. She does have some room, but inside to Alvarez. Alvarez will take that one up. Can't find the line. Alvarez again. Unfriendly bounce that time, but Alvarez again getting her own rebound. Maria. Over to Yondondo. Yondondo inside there to Rita. Rita takes that one up. Can't get it to drop, but foul is called.
Rita definitely the offensive force for the Angola side in this fourth quarter. She will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, 11 points in the game for Rita. 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Just done a bit of everything for this Angolan side. As first one doesn't fall. Second one doesn't drop, but it's rebounded, but ball didn't hit the rim.
Just under 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Colombia do lead by 9. So they will now look to extend their lead.
There's Alvarez just slowing it down a bit for them. Pass it inside, great pass there, great cut as Gonzalez gets that one to go, pushing that lead back to 11. As Gonzalez putting on the pressure, almost picked off that pass. As Rita makes a long pass there, but offensive foul called. Great positioning from Barreto to get in the way for and force that foul. So Colombia will get a fresh 14. Alvarez has the ball back to Gonzalez. They can play the clock a little. Gonzalez hits that one. Perfect shot. And Gonzalez hitting the shots when they've mattered.
Yeah, we'll see now on the replay, giving her time and space. Player that has contributed both inside and outside of the key. Great to see her adding valuable points to the Colombian side as we do enter the last 2 minutes of this fourth quarter.
And Yondondo makes a long pass over to Maria. Maria trying to look for Yondondo again there, but ball does bounce out of bounds. So Angola gonna need a stop here as Colombia found their rhythm again on offense. They're currently leading by 13 points. Duenas. Back to Alvarez. To Barreto. She'll shoot that one. Can't get the bank, but Alvarez almost gets the board. As Valentina gives it to Yondondo to push. Maria. And a foul's called that time. That one will be on Duenas. As ball will go to Angola. From the sideline. They'll have 19 seconds to get something up here. Ball's in, Yondondo to Angelica. Angelica looking for a pass here, finds Valentina down low. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Or ball's dropped out of bounds. So possession will go in the way of Colombia. In Colombia, this is the ideal situation for them.
Yeah, the last 2-3 minutes, they have been able to shift the momentum back in their favour as they look to close out this game.
As Gonzalez has it at the top. Back to Barreto. Back to Gonzalez at the top. Back to Alvarez now in the corner. She'll line up and she'll can't get that one to drop. Off the back iron in Yondondo. Passes the head to Valentina. Valentina weaving her way through now. Gets it out to Rita and they can settle for an offense. Rita going round the defenders there. She gets that one off. Can't get the roll. Angelica's there for the rebound. Gets it back up. And ball is loose. But it does go in the hands of Gonzalez. Gonzalez passes ahead to Alvarez. Alvarez slowing things down. Less than a minute to go here. Colombia can use the clock. Alvarez long pass to Gonzalez on the opposite side. Gonzalez slowing things down. She is using the clock here. Wastes no time in getting that one up. But Colombia do get, apologies, Angola do come up with the ball. Rita over to Angelica. Angelica back to Maria now. The foul is called on that one. That time.
Final 26.8 seconds of this game.
So
Can Angola use the clock?
It will be 2 shots for Rita as Colombia have committed. Well, Colombia are in the bonus, but a timeout is called first by Angola. And we're going to have a quick listen in to hear what our head coach Castro Moniz has to say.
Já ouviram? Elas têm quantos pontos? Fala!
48.
Pedir time-out para quê? Não. Resultado ali. Pedir time-out para quê? Não podem chegar a 50. Vocês têm que ter mais objetivo, têm que ter mais garra. A garra que temos lá fora, temos que ter aqui. Percebem? Não tem 2 pontos para essa equipa. Vamos lá, jogo.
As we hear Angola's timeout there, just giving him some place to fight. And some people at home might be thinking, why 26 seconds, why would you call a timeout? But every game is learned in this situation.
Absolutely. Just watch his free throws. First doesn't drop. Yeah, timeout for him just to regroup and give a positive message to his team. They have given 110% today. Scored the most points that they have in this competition.
The second one can't fall. So Batista will take things up. 1 second difference between shot and game clock. So Colombia are going to have to get something up as Gonzalez wastes no time getting that one up. Ball is secured though by Maria, apologies, by Valentina. Ball's pushed up, intercepted by Barreto. Over to Alvarez. Alvarez settle one for in the last second. Can't get that one off the front of the rim. And Colombia, for them, they're able to hold off Angola without one of their key players. Good job there from Angola, from Colombia. But Angola, they didn't make it easy for Colombia to win that. So for Angola, they did not give up without fighting. They really put in a shift there. And they scored the most points in a quarter in that final one. They scored 14 points, actually beating Colombia. But that is the most points they put up in a quarter in this tournament. So it just goes to show the improvement.
Yeah, great improvement here by the Angola side. Scored 35 points. They created so many more opportunities today as well. Shots rolled out of the rim, or, you know, another day they may have dropped it in. Colombia side, though, do come out victorious and show their depth that they can play without Gomez on the floor. So great learning experience for some of those players as well to gain valuable minutes and show the coach what they are able to do.
So yeah, for Angola, can't pick up that win there, but for them to be in a tournament like this, win second in the IWBF Africa Championship, just to play against teams of high caliber, it's just been a great overall experience for them.
Yeah, they've brought great energy, learning lots, asking questions from other teams as well. It's great to see them here showcasing what they're going to do. We've seen many nations go through the same journey that they have, and they've performed great in this tournament. So I'm excited to see Angola's journey over the next few years as they develop in wheelchair basketball. But as for Colombia, they do take the win, gaining their first win of the tournament.
Yeah, so for Colombia moving to 2-1, they did a really good job there. They were up by, not only did they lose Gomez, you know, and their key players, they were up by 20 points at one point. Angola bringing it back, but Colombia able to successfully wade the storm for Angola. Leading the way, it was Rita Manuel. 11 points for her, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Also making big contributions with 6 pieces. Yezion Dondo, Angelica, and Maria. Then for Colombia's side that were victorious, it was Lizeth Alvarez leading the way. 13 points for her, 18 rebounds and 6 assists. I mean, every time the ball came off the rim, she was there, ready to get that one. Also, big contribution from Lady Gonzalez. 13 points for her, 6 assists. And then the key player for them, who Gladys Gomez, did have to take a seat in that second quarter. In just 16 minutes, she put up 11 points alongside 7 rebounds. So that will do it here. Final game of the day of the women's repechage tournament. Colombia come out on top. They are victorious. They move to 2-1, taking down Angola. It's been a great day of action. Overtime third in the morning. Germany coming out on top of Australia, 1-point game. Spain taking down France. And then another overtime thriller before this one. Thailand falling short against Argentina, but it is Colombia who take the final game of the day over Angola. But for me, Ishanaya alongside Siobhan Fitzpatrick, we're going to say goodbye for now. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow.